Hello, hello. Merry Christmas and a very beautiful new year. We're going to a new year together. I cannot be happy enough. I hope you're enjoying the birth of the beautiful and handsome young baby, Jesus. Well, we have been together on the remedy for a whole year. I cannot appreciate you enough. Thank you so much for being with us since this season started and it is coming to an end. And I have been with you, so why not? From the first show when we talked about internet and how it affects young children.
Because you're not talking, you're not eating, you're not praying together. Everyone is so lost in a very small world they have created on a digital platform. You see what social media does is it gives you a small other life, if I may say. It gives you a small world. You have your friends all close by, in that you don't have to be at a house party to attend the house party.
Yeah.
You can be on a live stream and attend the house party.
And what if I do?
Yeah.
What if we do all that you said, and at dinner time we're keeping our phones and talking to each other?
Then you're heading in the right direction, because like we said, it is not bad. However, regulate it. Yes, attend that party, but have family time. When dad comes home, go and greet the guy. Go and greet him, welcome him, do something, talk to him.
Yeah, we are
Then
talking
go back to the
about
house.
dad, and I'm thinking about parents. No, I have friends who are parents, but you come home, you're tired, you're from working, and the best, okay, you love your kids, but then you don't want them to be around you all the time. So you resort to giving them those tablets. You put TV, or sometimes you give them like your own phone. It is
So that-
online,
so
and
that
they're
they-
accessing things. You give them a certain video, but they might end up accessing things you don't know. A friend of mine recently told me she has a kid. She's a single mom, and she has a kid of 2.5, I think. She told the mom, "I want to send a message to my boyfriend," and the girl asked her, "Who is your boyfriend?" "He's Deterio. I saw him on YouTube, and we are friends." You see, that connection she got with someone she saw on YouTube. They didn't even talk. And maybe she liked. So
means that in the next 3, 4, 5 years, there will be a new set of challenges, because there will be something different. So just first of all, to be clear, is that we are all students in this class of learning how to use technology and digital media. We are all students and we're all evolving. We have to evolve with the times. Now, let's get to the family.
yeah,
I personally think that it's everyone's role, starting from parents to children, to participate in how to control digital media. If you are parents, be concerned
yeah.
about your children's access to media.
I know, but Martin, let me tell you. Me personally, I go home and I have to. Okay, I find myself on the laptop almost every time.
Yes.
I'm actually not so addicted to my phone, but I'm always using my laptop. And my mom is affected. Well, she tells me, she'll come and tell me, but you don't give me attention like you used to. I don't like your laptop anymore. But, well, I feel guilty. I want to go and talk to her, but then I have to watch this song. I have to watch this series.
Now, like this is the remedy, right?
Yeah.
Earlier on, we said, please understand that you're in charge.
Yeah.
If you go home to see your mother, please see your mother. It's possible. Leave that laptop. The laptop is not going to get insomnia. It's not going to miss you. And, that same laptop could be stolen on the taxi and you will not die. You may cry a bit, but you will not die.
Yeah.
Understanding the perception of life, and that these are just earthly things. I mean, it's a phone.
Yeah.
It's social media. You're here for how long? I don't think any one of us is here for 160 years.
I might. I'm Chiga, we are immortal.
I agree with you. So, because you have learned about social media and about its impact and about dopamine and about the fact that it can get to you just like a cigarette can get to you, start to control yourself.
Yeah.
Just tell yourself, you know what? Let me switch off the phone and sleep. Let me take a rest. let me do
talk
some
to
work.
my mom.
Today
talk
let
to
me
my
post
dad.
my business.
Mm.
It is very today let me post my business, we see whether someone buys it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be that your status is reserved for only pictures taken at a certain angle. You know, everyone has that angle where they look good.
Mm.
They put up the phone like this, and
I
every
know.
picture is showing the right part of the forehead.
Mm.
It's okay once in a while.
Yeah.
Just post something business wise, post something
So,
else. So you have to know that you are in charge, and it is possible to actually now to the parents be concerned about your children. I know that it is very hard that you can check every of your children's phones, but where you cannot check, just person relevant information.
Well, okay, I know some people think, okay, some people might be addicted or it is affecting their families and they don't know if it is. When is it bad for the family? Like, how is digital use, let me not say addiction, digital use bad to the family? Like,
Now
to
when
the whole family, I'm talking about the kids and then the parents. Rape. Okay. What
And
do they
the main part of that trauma-informed services, it looks at the sexual violence is one of them. Trauma-informed services means that when you are handling a person who has been victimized, like, you know, some people actually, if I may make it, like, you have a problem, you go somewhere wanting to be helped, they make it worse, they make you feel worse.
Yeah, they make you
Like,
feel
like
you have
that
the
race, you reach
problem.
there, like she's fearing, you reach there at night. That impression makes you like feel you got it, you
Yeah.
deserved it, which is very bad. So in that trauma-informed services, we are looking at offering services to people, you know, they have already been traumatized. So how do you make them feel a bit more comfortable in their problem? So the government, through the Ministry of Health, has established that services at all health centers, and it has a package. Some of the package I was talking about, those are the things of like giving them prophylaxis, giving them counseling, advising them to go to report the police, and then the police. Because also, like we said, if you don't collect evidence when it is fresh, later if someone is caught, you can't say the one who raped me, because they will say, where is it? When you take him,
report.
the evidence will not be there. Even if you say he was raped, and then you don't know the rapist, and you became pregnant. I'm giving it an example. After 9 months, you deliver a child. 3 months later, they say, this child resembles the other man, could be the father.
Yeah.
And you are raped, but you never reported. So surely you can't go and say, you know, that man raped me.
Yeah.
You would lose.
Yeah, you.
But if you reported, you know, I was raped by someone, I don't know. They record it. Then you say, this child resembles the other one. And how come we are not related? Maybe they could open the case and they would force the man to go DNA and they find he's the father and they would open a case for rape.
We've talked about what this lady should have done, going to the hospital, but right now the state she is in, remember, she has lost. She's not even allowing the boyfriend to. I don't know if at 24 she should be allowing the boyfriend to touch, but she's not even allowing the boyfriend to, you know, get close to her, because it makes her remember what happens, and the boyfriend has left her, so the depression has become too much. So what should she do?
Yeah, thank you very much. One challenge people who are raped face is the issue of feeling guilty.
Yeah.
As if they
They're going
feel
to be judged.
the first question is, why did it happen to me? Why me? And the only support they can get is to be cancelled.
Okay.
Number one, that did not intend it. So even actually when you go to the clinic, the health workers, the first thing they teach you, they tell you, is actually they do give you support counseling. Yes, it happened, but there is life even to continue living. So she needs counseling. Actually, my immediate advice for her is to go immediately and see a counselor,
Okay.
because the more she remains alone, the worse her condition will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she has to
Okay.
go.
So where do we get these counselors from? Because we are not informed about this. If I want to talk to someone who is well informed, or a counselor or a doctor who knows more about this, what should I do? Where should a lady out there do?
Yeah, thank you very much. I will not specify which hospital to go to, because number one, even I don't know where she is. But almost at every health facility, They will help her. Then from that health facility, they will, depending on the initial assessment, they can refer her to good experts. But like for her, the way she's talking, if she's nearer to Mbarara, I would refer her to come to Mbarara. There is a psychiatric department, has good counselors. Mbarara Referral General Hospital, which is the teaching hospital. They have good counselors. They have both the psychologists who can help her. Because for her, the way she's now, not only was she raped, but she's now already depressed. That's why she doesn't want to talk with anyone. She has withdrawn from society, withdrawn from her friends. Yeah.
Important things about women like menstruation. Well, we're still talking about menstrual hygiene. As I told you before, menstruation, this is something that is happening every month. Every month a woman passes through this, as long as you've not yet reached your menopause, as long as you're not pregnant. Yeah, this is a period that prepares us to reach that point of giving birth. So it is not a disease, it is not a condition, it is something we pass through. Not like the way men have wet dreams and you expect it, so you're not surprised when it happens, you're just happy. Yeah, I'm a grown man. That is how it happens with us. When you see your piece for the first time, our mothers become happy. They're like, wow, she's now a little woman. Yeah, so but in that period, what are you doing to emphasize your hygiene? Because it's a tricky moment if someone around you and you yourself doesn't know what to do. We complain about the government a lot, but it always starts with us. Talking about the government, we're still talking about hygiene. Chaki is going to tell us, but talking about the government, the president talked about issuing sanitary pads when COVID was still hitting. And in Jan, our first lady said that we did not have enough resources to do this. Talking about the taxes that are on these sanitary pads, yet it is not a choice. We did not choose to do this, and even if we want it or not, it has to come. Whether you're born from a rich family or you're from an outskirt, you have to experience this. Do you have something to say about that before we get to the
yeah, because as menstrual hygiene and reproductive health advocates have been advocating for all that. But fine, I've seen Ireland country, it has passed its bill of giving out free sanitary pads. So I kept on thinking if it was Ugandan government.
Yeah,
so
it
ladies
would happen.
Shall wake up one day and
that these members of parliament are receiving 20 million for their cars. Yeah, that their parents are going to be on medical insurance. And look at ladies in the villages. Yeah, they don't have sanitary pads.
The government.
Know which information you're passing to your kids, to your friends, and men, please get involved. Yeah, this is not a feminist thing.
Call.
It is a call. I'm calling upon all men out there. Body insecurities.
No one should ever tell you what you cannot be or what you are.
Yeah.
I want from today onwards, know that I'm getting there. Tell yourself. The other thing is, girls look at themselves in the mirror and they're like, I'm not like so and so. No, you are not them.
Yeah,
people associate size with eating, and then they're like, you don't eat. The truth is, you eat.
Yeah.
Once you're walking, you're not sick. And the plus size person will feel like they are being accused of eating too much. There's a clip of this kid on TV, and the mom was saying, people are saying that you're gonna make me broke because you eat all my money. And the kid,
yeah, I saw that.
You saw that, and the kid is like, oh, what are they saying? And the kid just goes, give me another cheese. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care what you're saying. Me, I'm moving on with my life.
Yeah.
People should never tell you what you can be or can't be.
Yeah.
Jenny, give yourself 5 years. You're gonna be a plus size person.
Yes.
Jenny, you and me have to be that woman who crowns another woman and give her the confidence to move on. If I tell you you are beautiful, if I tell you you're doing well, but just try this, you'll carry it more than what you believe about yourself. Yes. So a person who is insecure needs to hear it from someone else that they look fine. Okay. They need to appreciate themselves. Then I'd go back to the Bible. If you try to change who you are, you're abusing God, your creator.
Yeah.
You know what, God? You did a mistake on my legs. You know what, God? You did a mistake on my boobs. You did a mistake on my bum bum. No. He did not do a mistake. There's a reason why you are like that. If all of us were looking like Kim Kardashian, hello, what would the shops of the plus size do?
I know.
They had to sell clothes. The society, whereby advertising medias always go for the slender girls. And this is, they put the girls on the magazine and they're running at the beach. That is crap. Those girls, to me, look good. But it shouldn't, I always tell myself that it shouldn't weigh me down. I'm an African girl. I'm supposed to have the body I have. Those people are like that because I console myself saying, those people are like that because they don't have enough food. Yeah?
I eat my food.
You eat your food, yeah. I was in South Africa and I saw plus size girls in Swazi. They, you think your friend was fat? No, the word is fat, but the word is plus size. And she was wearing a mini skirt just up to her bum, and then she was wearing like and the tummy was falling on her thighs when she sits.
And
but she was comfortable walking. So our communities always shape us into what we are. But in most cases, we try to copy the Western culture. Yeah, look at. The wife to Prince Williams. She has had 3 babies and she still looks straight. Yeah. So media, society, social media and apps have influenced our people to think that small is beautiful. Now going back to your point about the pageants, the beauty pageants, I'm not 100% saying thank you Kiwanda for bringing up the pageant for the plus size girls, but that is good to give confidence to the plus size girls. And now if you see adverts in the US, they look for models and they look for sizes, size 12, size 14, size 16, to make others also feel like. And then the plus size shop, there are discounts, they give them kind of, they're trying to do that. But we who copy the whites are not going for that.
Yeah, we're not doing what we are supposed to do.
Exactly, we're not doing what we're supposed to do, and we try to copy, you know, the culture. Nyerere once said, the culture of the blacks is copying the whites, yet the new culture in Africa is not yet born. We're trying to be like them because of the influence of media and TV, instead of us being ourselves. You can
giving advice. Even the kids around us, even if you're not the mother, well, they always say in our language, you have a saying, yes, if you act in a bad way, the society is going to look at where you came from. Where you came from is going to be blamed of the way you're acting right now. But we should also look at, if you're an adult, you already think, you already know what is the right thing to do. As a lady, when you go for an interview, please, if it is physical, sit straight. Sit straight and make sure that your shoulders are behind you. Yes, that brings out confidence. It's a tip.
True.
It's a very big tip.
True.
So,
there was one client who had ever attended an interview, and when she came for the interview, it took long for, you know, the panelists, and there are many people, so you wait from morning, and then you are called in at close to 5 because the people are many. And this client said, when the person entered in, then they said, yes, you look tired. You know, the panelists, they normally crack a joke to break the ice. And so he said, what do you expect? You called me at 10, now this is 5. So what do you expect? I am tired. Imagine I left my child at home and now this is close to 5. What will my husband say?
How to bring your children up?
It's not like mostly how it used to be anyway. I should say nowadays some parents are soft-hearted, not like us when your dad would come and you say, hey daddy, so everyone will be running in the house to hide because dad is going to say, show me your homework, and you tell you, how do you feel to do this? 1 + 1, you said 3. And mommy would be like, No, you add 1 + 1 in that soft
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
And of course, kids will always have to be free with you than they are with their dad.
So there is always that one parent, a child is more free with.
They even come and say, has daddy come? Asking the mom. Has daddy come? 'Cause
Yeah, so then
and
they
they're
can
naturally
tell
good.
who the parent, which parent they are, leaning closer to.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, you're still explaining that up now.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so you set boundaries. Yes, so the tough love. What if sometimes the boundaries you're setting the child is not comfortable with? Because I've seen children, I can't mop the house, it's too much for me.
of course, as a parent, you will see that what you're giving to a young child, maybe we say 2 to 4 years, you shouldn't give something that is too much for
Too
you.
much for
Just
But what if with time, maybe you didn't do that, and then you realize that your kid is getting out of hand, so you're starting to set boundaries, and they're not used to that. I've seen this.
Yeah.
Some kids start throwing tantrums. You tell them, I want you to mop the house, and then
Because these instructions are coming up later.
Yeah.
They didn't start a while back. So the child is also in shock, like, why is mommy telling me to do this?
Yeah, and they want to close themselves in the room.
and bang doors
Yeah.
and kick out a jerry can.
Yeah.
One important thing Grace has said is when you're communicating, don't make it negative. Bring it out in a positive manner. That whole don't do this, don't do that. Some girls when they were growing up, they were told boys are bad. How
Yeah.
can you make such a statement? What do you mean boys are bad?
You are married.
Someone
has
what
a
do you mean
father.
boys are bad? So someone grows up throughout their teenage, even in their 20s, someone is still thinking, no, mommy said boys are bad. I want to think we should take away that statement, honestly, because you're
Yeah.
branding the entire boy-child bad, which ideally is not true.
Yeah.
Or you're told, oh, the girl child is like this. I think we should, the way I will pass on this information is clearly very important.
Yeah, should be according to the way we would want to be treated. You as a lady, how would you want another mother to describe you to her son? You see, instead of you saying boys are bad to your son, that means the dad is bad, the brother is bad,
Yeah.
like all the boys are.
Your son is also bad.
Yeah, your son is also bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, yet you are of course proud that you're a good mother and your son is good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is your friend actually a friend or just a colleague?
And then later on, I will want to clarify who a friend is, who an acquaintance is, and who a colleague is.
Why don't you do it?
So
Do
yes,
it, 'cause people get confused
people
about
get
these things,
people
like,
confuse these three. So we need to make it clear from the word
Yeah.
go. So a friend, yes, is someone you have that bond, you have a mutual connection. That is who a friend is. Now, an acquaintance is someone you know slightly. They are not close friends.
They're just in your life.
Yes, you know them, you just
Yeah.
know them slightly, but you're not exactly close friends. That is an acquaintance. So I want to think we have so many acquaintances
Yeah.
in this daily life of ours. Then a colleague is a person with whom you work in a profession or a business or any work setting. Now that is a colleague. Many a time people tend to think colleagues are friends just
Yeah.
because you are in the same
In the
workplace
same
or you're in the
workplace,
same setting.
We meet every day. We become
Yes, we meet every
acquaintances.
day, exactly.
Yeah.
So let's get that clear. So please learn how to define your friend, your acquaintance,
Yeah.
and your colleague. It's very
I
important.
actually want to believe that a friend, why people should not confuse these things, is that a friend is a responsibility sometimes. Most of the
yes.
times, actually.
Sure.
If you have a friend, sometimes these people are your responsibilities. You need, okay, when they are in trouble, you should help them.
Yes.
Even when they're not in trouble, actually, you should be knowing what is happening.
you're there in
Yeah.
the good and the bad times.
Yeah.
That
You're there
is
for
who
each
friends-
other.
Exactly, you're there for each other no matter what.
Yeah.
Exactly, that is what friends are. So you don't start assuming that a colleague will be a friend.
no,
you
no.
just meet in a work
You
setting.
work
You just
together.
work together. or
Though
in the same profession.
sometimes all those things end up, some people end up being friends. Yeah,
I
you meet.
agree. Sometimes you actually make extremely good friends from a
Yeah,
workplace.
you do.
Yes.
Yeah, so that makes me wonder, when is someone a friend? When do you know that this person is a
This
friend?
person is a friend. I
Yeah.
think
Probably they have been a colleague
Yeah,
or
I think you start sharing more than work, for example.
town.
It kind of goes outside work. So you're starting to realize that maybe you're spending more time with this one. you sort of have, you don't have to necessarily have the same values, but you tend to agree on so many
very many
things.
things.
You know, your vibes are connecting.
And then you're concerned about what is happening.
Exactly what is happening in their life. So even besides work, you want to know how is your evening, how is your weekend.
Yeah.
So besides just meeting them at work, you actually now want to know how they are doing outside. So people actually end up getting,
Being friends.
you know why, somehow you've also moved on, you've made
you've
new
moved on.
friends, you know, with with different interests, different vibes. So I don't know, trying to reconnect with this person,
It is not easy.
yeah, it's
But
not
then
easy.
I put you where you belong. I put you in another category. You're not going to be the friend you used to be the other time.
Yes, yeah, I know
You're in a new
you
whole
slightly
place
become an
now.
acquaintance, They slightly know you.
Somehow we slightly know each other.
you've
Yeah, we're
become
no
an
longer
acquaintance.
strangers again. Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't
So-
strangers, but yeah.
Yeah. So most of the times, I think if you have a friend, you already have a friend, try not to be the reason you guys are drifting apart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you're the reason, really, that means you're the bad friend. Or it's sometimes things happen.
Yeah.
Try to make sure that it doesn't go that far.
Yeah, and I mean, we
Because-
err,
Yeah, we err. Yeah, we do.
I've erred to friends, and I come back and
If you acknowledge
yes,
it.
I acknowledge. I know what I did was way out of line. I shouldn't have done that. You're my person, but I mean, I'm so sorry. I'm genuinely sorry.
And don't let your pride make it too late.
Trust
me.
about the pride. Yeah.
You
How
see,
can I go? I'm so sorry. How?
I know something like
Let me wait for
that.
her to be the one to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
But it
have
is
that
your friend.
pride.
They already know you. Like you get my point. If I have wronged you. Actually, me, I hate the awkwardness. So if someone wrongs me, I stopped that unfortunately. But most of the times when someone wronged me and we're in the same environment, I would say sorry anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want us to get back to normal things.
Yeah.
Or at least I would want us to talk about it. But then I think I'm becoming bad, which is not okay. But it is good.
Yeah, it's good
sometimes
to address it.
it's good to address it. But if you've done something wrong, sometimes always acknowledge it, so that
It's
in the
very
morning we're
important.
on another step.
Yeah.
We're not. That
Because it's-
awkwardness is not there.
It's very important to acknowledge where you've gone wrong as a friend, because I mean, it's okay, we all err, it's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, if
Yeah, we
if
do.
you're genuinely sorry and you're going to make sure this doesn't happen again in future, I mean, it's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't let pride get in the way.
Yeah, because you're going to go be proud and you don't want to apologize. After 1 year, you realize you should have done something.
True.
But meanwhile, the person has moved on. Your friend, even if you get back, that is when you get back and things are not
And
going
things
to
are
be the
awkward,
same.
yeah, because
This
you kind of
happens a lot,
parted
by the
ways.
way.
Yeah, you parted ways on a different note. Yeah,
Relationships.
The conversation of pushing a guy okay, you've been in a relationship, you're ready to settle down with this guy, you're ready to what is it called, sambaga and all that stuff, but the guy is just not willing. Like, what do you do? Some men need a push, a gentle push, pola, let him know.
How do you push a man to
Like,
do the right thing?
Probably pushes the wrong word. I don't know,
I
but
understand. I just want to know how you. Okay, like let him know what
first
he's
things
supposed to do.
first, you let him know that you want the things to be legal. Second thing, you let him know that, I mean, as soon as possible, like, let's do this. We've been
What
together.
are we waiting for?
Yeah, we've been together for this long. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. Most people fear the financial bit. I don't know what. It doesn't have to be expensive. It's just me and you and probably family. Let's do this.
Some girls could fear losing out on that whole proposal thing. Kneeling down, will you marry me?
Oh no, but
Will you marry
you must
me?
agree, Jenny, that's romantic, yeah?
Yeah, it is. I also don't want to
It
miss
is,
out.
It is 110%
Yeah.
romantic for a guy like to rent out a place like this and he invites your friends and there's candles and someone playing a violin, there's flowers,
Yeah.
the fireworks, some people. No, it's really
nice.
romantic, yeah, and every
Yeah.
girl loves it. But Yeah. Sometimes
get over it sometimes.
you cannot get everything you want in life. You cannot. But yeah.
But I feel like, okay, maybe sometimes some people should date. I don't know. This is from my own perspective. Date someone you feel like, okay, this person is going to be ready. Okay, we're dating for not just jokes, but for a serious thing.
Of course. No, but you cannot tell someone's motives, you know? Someone asks you out. For example, you told me you've been in a relationship for 4 months. You guys are okay.
Who says that? Oh my God.
Okay. So,
never lie on it.
Exactly. There's some things that shouldn't be taken lightly. And I always tell people, a relationship, one of them.
Yeah.
You with this person, the two of you, there's no need for just, and by the time you get into a relationship, you're adults, you can reason.
Yeah.
So there shouldn't be any jokes, there shouldn't be any hide and seek, I don't know, playing around. I know girls like to
backups.
Yeah, but girls like to what's the word? The girls like to tease a lot. And I'm shy. Be straightforward.
Yeah.
Be straightforward with your partner. Ask, and they will tell you. Hopefully.
Yeah.
If they're also straightforward.
Yeah. Other steps for a successful relationship.
Thank you so much for always watching with me, and trust me, this new season is going to come in a very, very interesting way, and you do not want to miss it. Tell me anything you want us to talk about in the next season in the comment section below. Thank you so much for always watching. You're on AETV, you're on The Remedy. AETV empowering you.